Okay, so I finally managed to beat all these guys again. I have gotten multiple game overs, whatever, trying just this stupid boss rush part again. But at least I discovered something in doing that may end up being my salvation. I discovered that if you have the drill bomb and you press the attack button again while it's in the air, it'll explode before hitting a surface. I didn't know that. I also game overed a bunch at the top and I gathered up E-tanks. So I have 7 of them now. So I'm hoping that Drill will be able to finish off Wily's second form here. His first form isn't too difficult for me. I say that, but I might die. But you might have noticed too, like, I have no extra lives going into this fight. So I'm really hoping that I can take him on here, because I won't have another shot until if I die here, I have to go through the whole boss rush again. And I really don't want to have to do that. They were quite a pain. I hate Dive Man a lot. Even with his weakness, like, I still can't tell the difference between him, you know, like, torpedoing me or shooting a torpedo at me. I know that's weird to say, but I think you get what I mean. And my dust keeps hitting his torpedoes instead of him, so it's annoying. But anyway, we're gonna try Drill. Yes, that hit him. That did. Okay, but I have to blow it up, yeah, before it bounces off. Shoot. I don't want to have to risk it. I'm healing up. I don't know if one of those shots would have killed me at that health, but not chancing it. Come on, one more shot. All right, he's down. No, he's getting away. There's more. I don't want no more. How much more? Man, he had 2 phases and everything. I was hoping that would be it after all that nonsense. Yeah, of course, the secret skull, though. Flashy eyes. Alright, whatever. As long as the checkpoint's here, fine, I'll do it. But it will checkpoint here. I will be devastated if it does not. I'm surprised there's nothing up there. No health, no lives, no anything. We had to have stocked up for this, I guess. Ah. Alright, I mean, I guess this is how I'm supposed to farm for things. Toad is empty. So we'll start with that. Hey, come on, yeah, I need more things. Alright, so I can just run back and forth down this hallway. Alright, then I'm gonna do that, as boring as it is. I'm gonna run back and forth down the hallway until I have all of my powers at full. Because you never know what you're gonna need, so see you in a bit. You know, I still have a long ways to go, and so I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't get all of them to full. Like, I only have 1 life, and then I'll get a game over, you know? And when I game over, then I will have full powers. So maybe I should go in just with what I have and test out everything to see if anything is his weakness. Because I believe I have something in every power. Yeah, I have enough to fire. So let's just head in. Let's just head in and see what happens. The immediate boss fight, yeah. Ha! Ow! Hi, froze you. Wait, so where... How do I actually hit you? Also, I don't think that's doing anything, so Toad it is. Toad. Can I only hit him during that flash of his, like, existence? How am I... No, because I think I just ran into him. But Drill didn't hurt him. Okay. At least, yeah, it starts me off right here. That's fine. Alright, we'll work our way down the list. Flash or Brightman's didn't seem to do anything. What was the next one? Toad didn't seem to do anything. Drill didn't seem to do anything. We'll try Phantom. I don't need anything. I'm just clearing these guys out carefully. You know, I don't want to lose health if I can help it. Wait, did that hit him? Come back. How am I supposed to hit you when you're down there and stuff? Actually, I guess technically Phantom, or not Phantom, Pharaoh could. I hit him again. It's so hard to tell if I'm dealing damage because it's dark. I think I am just because his bar was equal to the Pharaoh bar. I can't tell where he's gonna be, though. Okay, this has a bigger, like, radius. Ah, but it still didn't hit him. Alright, I need to check to see if other powers do anything, too, because... well, I don't know. I mean, maybe Ring on the way back would help. At least we know that Pharaoh seemed to hit him while the others didn't. Okay, while going through this, we'll kill things again. If I get energy from these guys, I'll give it to Pharaoh just in case. Because I'm hoping we won't get a game over again, but we might, honestly. Or you can just give me no energy. Cool. Alright. Wait, no, I wanted to switch. Should be at the... what's his face? Ring. Is he gonna be right here again? No, he's over there somewhere. No, that, you can hear it. I don't think it's doing anything when it hits him. Unless that's just the sound the ring makes. I don't remember. And I couldn't hit him there. I can't detonate that one myself. I was trying to, like, drill, but no. Dive. No, dive doesn't do anything either. Skull. I've had weird ones, like Top Man before. That hurt. No, you heard a tink. Alright, I'm going in with Pharaoh. It sucks, because it didn't seem like that was his weakness. It just seems like nothing else does damage. And that's different. Those are two different things. But since I'm not teleporting into this fight, I think I can at least go in with a charge shot ready. So, I'm gonna try that. And hopefully it worked. Ah, I should have given that one. I need more energy, though. So I'm gonna have to farm unless I get a big drop. Which hopefully I didn't just... oh! I mean, I might have to farm anyway. Let's see how much it gets. That's good enough. Alright. Here we go. Where are you gonna be? Oh! Hey, that hit him! Okay, we are definitely doing damage to him. I mean, if he happens to be anywhere where this hits him just above me, I think it does damage. Oh! I should have E-tanked. Dang it. Okay, but that's fine. Oh. Game over. It's still fine, though. It's still fine, because now we have a strategy for it. We'll go in with Pharaoh power. I mean, I don't want to just yet because I have to get through these things first. We'll charge on the way down. Be prepared for our first shot. But now we don't have to worry about energy gathering or being low on energy or anything. We could just go straight in. That's the sad beauty of games over. Game overs. Whatever you want to call it. The same thing, gonna equip this. And I have plenty of E-tanks too. I should just not be careful at all about E-tanks. If I get like half health, I should just use an E-tank because I can. Because I farmed them. I took the time to die that many times to farm them. I know I said the half health thing. I was being a little bit facetious. Shoot. I don't want to die though, so I will pop it real quick. Just in case this attack hits me, because it might. It didn't. Okay, cool. Ah! Okay, well, he's not there. Oh, he was right there. Son of a gun. Where are you? I hit him. I'm getting a little more concerned about energy at this point. Ow. Darn it, that wasn't quite. I think I can take one more hit. I shouldn't chance it. I shouldn't chance it. I'm healing. I'm healing up. I have plenty of E-tanks. This is what they're for. Come on, I gotta hit him one more time. Where are you? Yes! Yes, I got an achievement! A new ambition. What's weird about getting an achievement here is that I didn't get the achievement for beating Mega Man 2 or Mega Man 3. They're both locked. But clearly I beat them. You saw me beat them. Oh, okay, good though. Yeah, I know, dude. Danger? What? Is there actually like another part? No. I got the achievement. Oh. He's just getting away and his fortress gun blow up? Is that what? You can see it smoking and everything, his little ship. I'm glad you don't hear it though. That sound is annoying. But did Mega Man make it out okay? You saw that? The whoosh out of there? He's fine. And a skull mushroom cloud. Fitting. Oh, dude, that game was rough. Oh, man. Alright, well, while this is going, let's talk about the game. So... I do think this game is harder than Mega Man 3, actually. I do think it was more difficult. I got a lot more frustrated with Mega Man 3, but I think a lot of that, as I talked about during the recording session and all, was that I was already in a bad mood when I started recording. Part of the bad mood was that I hadn't felt like I'd been at all productive that day, so I wanted to record and get something done, but I just shouldn't have with my mood at the time. But I think things here were more difficult. Even when I got, bosses' weaknesses, like, I feel like in Mega Man 3, when I got their weaknesses, it kind of all came together a little bit better. Here, though, I mean, it went pretty smoothly in the boss rush section when you guys were watching, but then afterward, I don't think that I was getting sloppier, but I got like 3 game overs on that part, so that really sucked. It was very difficult. The hardest ones for me were Dive Man. Dive Man, I think, was the hardest, actually. Because, again, even with Dust as his weakness, I couldn't tell his attacks apart. I had to time my jumps really carefully, like I couldn't go too high or too low. He would just constantly charge into me, or I'd accidentally land on him. Or when I would shoot Dust at him, it would hit his torpedo instead, and so it wouldn't hurt him, and I would lose my power. You know, that kind of thing. It was really difficult. Ring Man was still really, really tough. And Bright Man. Bright Man, I think, was probably the 3rd most difficult for me, going through the boss rush again. Look, there's Roll and Rush down there. But yeah, those were difficult. I didn't think the Dr. What was his name? Whatever his name was, the first dude, I didn't think he was anything special. Again, like, I wasn't fooled for a moment into thinking he was the villain. Like, if he had been the final boss, I would've been like, really? Okay, I was expecting Wily, you know? Yeah. So whatever. I was surprised that there was another Wily fight, but thankfully that wasn't too bad. It started you right at the beginning of it, basically. Like, there's a hallway where you can gather supplies, like energy for your weapons or whatever. But then you just go straight into the fight, which I appreciated. I wonder if I was missing with weapons, or if he really was only weak to Pharaoh. Because that's kind of weird. I mean, they've done that in the past, but still, I guess. It's not my favorite when they do that. I like when you can be more versatile, where you can attack with other things, but there's like one really good weapon for it. Meanwhile, it seemed like there was only one weapon that you could do if you wanted to actually be able to beat Wily. But whatever, I got it done, so I'm not gonna complain. I think that, you know, the worst Wily was Phase 2, I'd say. Where the front shell broke off. But it wasn't that bad once I learned that I could detonate Drill prematurely. I just hadn't realized that until I was fighting, Skull Man. Because I'd used all of my dust on Dive Man, and I'm like, maybe something else will hit him, like, do damage. And so, that was fortunate. I'm glad I spammed for the E-tanks. I got more than I needed to, but it let me play the very last fight a lot safer. And so, you know, it was worth it. It took some time, and people might say it's cheaty, but the game cheats, you know, all the time. So I'm fine with taking advantage of what I can, you know? Like, if they're gonna make it so I can only use one power against the boss, and if they're gonna make the checkpoints all sporadic and whatever, I'll get the E-tanks when I can, and, you know, abuse that a little bit. Like, why not? Do I have to press A? Start? B? Fire. No, I feel like we're just stuck on this presented by Capcom screen. I hope you like it. Yeah, the bosses were super difficult in this game, in my opinion. Maybe not most of them, but the 3 that I mentioned before were super hard. Dive Man, Ring Man, and Bright Man. Bright Man just because he kept freezing me and jumping on me, you know? Even when I was using his weakness. Like, his weakness, again, the Toad Rain, which I swear was called something else before, like Flush Rain or something like that. But it's called Toad in the... I don't know. You can't use that to finish him off all the way. You use up your entire attack bar, and then he's still alive, Brightman is. So, like, I used up, you know, during one of the boss rush modes that, you know, was off camera, you guys didn't see it, but I used up all of that attack, and then he was still alive, and he killed me, and so then when I fought him again, I didn't have any of the Toad Rain, and so it made it really difficult. He'd keep freezing me and then jumping on me, and that would do a ton of damage. Like, his shooting me, I mean, it does a lot of damage, but not as much as just bosses touching you, which I still have a gripe with. I still don't like the fact that them touching you deals more damage, typically speaking, than them using their actual attack. It's stupid in my opinion. I don't know. Because there were times against some bosses where I would purposely get hit by their projectile, so I didn't get hit by them. You should never have to think like that, I don't think. You know, in my opinion, you just shouldn't have to, and so those moments were dumb. Toadman himself is ridiculous unless you have Brightman's power. I don't know how you're supposed to beat Toadman without it. It doesn't make sense to me. Does he have another weakness, like weapon-wise, that just deals a lot of damage to him? Because Brightman is his weakness just because it cuts off like his main kind of attack, the rain. And then he just hops around, and that's easy to avoid. But is there a weapon that you could actually like beat him with relatively easily? As in, it's his weakness, it deals a significant amount of damage. Even if he's using the rain? Like, I don't know. But he seemed really hard. So that means, yeah, like, half of the bosses I have a lot of trouble with. And the other ones, a lot of them, I would have had a lot of trouble with had I not had their weakness. It was only Pharaoh I was able to get, like, Pharaoh and Drillman, basically, that I was able to get down without any power, without their weakness. And Skullman, I think I could have if I were really careful, or if I had used an E-tank. But I'm glad I didn't have to resort to that, you know, in order to get his power. Even though his power was, like, worthless throughout the game. There were a few times I tried to use it, but the fact that it absorbs one hit, basically, and then disappears, doesn't help me. It just didn't help. It took a lot of energy to use, at least when I tried to actually damage people with it. It just wasn't worth it to me. Other things like the wire, is that what it was called? You know, things like that. It served like very minimal use. Maybe there would have been moments where I could have made more use out of it, but it just didn't occur to me. But I almost question why have that in, like, or I hope that I was missing a way to use it, you know? That like once you hang, then you could swing or something. You can climb across the ceiling, because just being able to get up places and then jump to the side, and with like the jump, you couldn't even jump as far as normal, you know, because you'd hit your head on the ceiling if nothing else. It just didn't seem as worth it in most cases. It helped me get up, like, what, 4 platforms or something? I don't know. It just wasn't as worthwhile as other abilities were before. And Rush Jet, they really nerfed that, I feel, making it so you have to go to the right with it instead of me being able to control it. It made dodging enemies a lot harder. It made it so I couldn't use Rush Jet against nearly, like, to overcome nearly as many obstacles. Like on the auto-scroller, again, Rush Jet, he would go too far to the right, he'd go off the screen, and then it would just drop me. Like, I couldn't use it on that section, basically. So that nerf made a lot of those areas more difficult, or at least where I just couldn't use the Rush Jet, really, which was a bummer. And I only found one place to use the Rush Marine, but I guess I could have on Dive Man Stage 2. I just didn't have it at the time. I don't even remember where I got Jet or Marine, but stupid bosses, I don't know. This game was really stressful in a lot of areas, especially at the beginning. And then, you know, there are just some cheaper tricks that they always pull in, you know, with enemies popping out right over gaps. or, you know, and boss rush itself was annoying. I'm glad they give you, again, the E-Tank and the life and everything at the beginning, but it's still annoying to have to go through all that. And then to have to fight Wily immediately after with 2 phases, and if you die to him in game over, you have to do all boss rush again? That sucks. That really sucks. I don't appreciate that. I think that Mega Man 3 handled the boss rush kind of thing a lot better. And so, a little bit disappointing to see Mega Man 4 kind of reverting. It was just worse in my opinion in that sense. I also think that, oh shoot, the thought just left me. Just now. It just left me. What was I gonna say? Oh, I mean, I don't know if this is what I was going to say, but I can complain again about the fact that they had that stupid, like, reappearing, disappearing block puzzle thing. It wasn't that long, it wasn't that hard, but why do they feel, the developers, why do they feel they need to include that in every game? I hate those segments. I don't know. Did it start with Mega Man? Are they proud of it? I just think it's a dumb section. Again, maybe it's just me. I mean, I know it's not just me who thinks that they're dumb sections, but maybe people out there do like it. I'm sure there are some, you know, masochists out there who play this game. I would not be surprised. But it doesn't do anything for me but frustrate me when I reach those points, you know? Sometimes if it's like just the challenge of getting over something, fine, but when it's like there are spikes beneath it or there's a pit, that just really sucks, especially when you can't even see the blocks, how they appear ahead of time. They didn't do that in this game. They did that in 3, I believe, or 2, with Heatman's stage, I believe it was. But yeah. These games definitely get easier and less frustrating once you have, you know, some power, because then you can at least experiment with the bosses and try to find the weaknesses that you have or whatever. So, like, I think that's part of the reason why Mega Man 2 was my favorite game, or is my favorite game so far, because I beat Metal Man, and he was pretty easy as a boss, and then from there, he was the weakness to so many people, and I was able to just kind of get through the levels, and that was awesome. But here, I had to go through so many levels where I just accepted the fact that I was not good enough at the game to beat those bosses on my own, and I had to get a weakness, and then find the next dude, and then the next dude I could beat. It was a challenge this time. I mean, not to say that like 3 and 2, not to say the others weren't challenges, but it was definitely a struggle for me. I enjoyed the game more than I enjoyed Mega Man 3, even though I do think that it was overall more difficult. Again, I think part of that is just my mood going into it. And maybe, I don't know, maybe they had better level design in my opinion. It's hard to say. I haven't played Mega Man 3 in a while, but yeah, so just so you guys can keep this in mind, I guess, I at one point pointed out how long I'd been recording. I think that was when I beat the final boss, and then it started into like the fortress kind of stuff. Wily's Fortress. Was his name Cossack? I don't know how to say that. Again, I apologize. But now I've been recording for 5 hours and 35 minutes. So I'm definitely ready to take a break. I'm hungry and all that. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this playthrough. Let me know what you think about it, or thought about it, whatever, in the comments below. You know, whether you liked it, whether you disliked it, what you thought about this or that, etc., so on and so forth. Let me know your thoughts on the bosses, on the stages, on the difficulty. If you've played through the game yourself, did you have a terrible time? Or are you a lot better than me, I guess, you know? Maybe just phrase it kindly. But yes, leave those in the comments below. Love to chat with you guys. And with that, we're calling it here. Cue outro, go!